think a very key component for data is SaaS data. People are storing more and more and going more and more to SaaS apps, but maybe not thinking about the protection side of things as much. People think that it's stored in someone else's cloud, someone else's app. That's not really my problem, but Microsoft and everyone else will tell you that's your data, it's your problem, right? So this sits firmly with the backup within and between clouds. So Zerto backup for SaaS is powered by Keep It. So we can back up and restore Microsoft 365, Microsoft Dynamics 365, Google Workspace, Salesforce, and very recently we've added Azure Active Directory to that as well. So very granular restore of all of those bits and pieces in there as well. So simple and easy. It's deployed as a SaaS app for your SaaS workload. So you'll see that's the kind of the route, route I should say for Americans that we're going with is we're deploying the right infrastructure for the right protection for the right application. So for virtual machines, we have things running on virtual machines. Inside of Kubernetes environments, we have Zerto for Kubernetes running on Kubernetes. Inside of SaaS apps, we have SaaS data, SaaS app to protect it. We don't want to be running infrastructure to protect SaaS applications. We don't want to have to bring a storage array and find somewhere to keep it or rent additional space from a public cloud provider. This is provided all by Zerto and Keep It in their own data centers, fully compliant for you. So if we look at security for your SaaS data, I think that's number one. Everyone needs security, and that's what people are looking for. So if we take some of the key points here, so global data sovereignty. So you have data centers all around the world with multiple regions inside of those, multiple zones inside of those regions, which means if you're in Canada, for instance, you can keep your SaaS data inside of Canada to maintain that data sovereignty. That's really important for people to making sure they can do that. Immediate encryption with immutability as well. As soon as your SaaS data lands on Zerto Keep It infrastructure, it is locked, immediately encrypted, and immutable with blockchain. So no one can ever attack that data. It's completely immutable. I think one of the coolest things is time-to-day deletions. So even if someone manages to get through MFA and through SSO and through the RBAC protocol and everything else we have to secure it, if they go in and process a delete command, guess what? We have 30 days until we actually delete any data. So even if you get hacked and it's 2 weeks and you go, oh my God, something's happened. You log in, look through the audit logs and say, oh my God, someone's deleted the CEO's mailbox. We don't want that to happen. Contact us and we can stop that from happening. So we don't delete any data for 30 days after that command is actually taken through. And Zerto backup for SaaS, as I mentioned before, dedicated SaaS protection for SaaS applications. There's no additional infrastructure, no additional storage or cloud storage required. We don't want to be renting space or buying space inside of Azure for 365, because where do we think 365 data is stored? It's probably stored in Azure, right? In the same infrastructure, the same data center. So we don't be storing that in the same places. And unlimited storage and limited retentions. We don't need to play the balancing act between compliance saying we need to store things for 7 years. Therefore, we have to store things for 7 years because compliance said so. But we haven't got the budget or the capacity to do that. So which one of those are we going to give up, right? Do we give up compliance? Do we buy more to then give up our budget? We don't have to do that because we give you unlimited for storage, unlimited retentions. And it's a simple licensing model. So it's the exact same licensing model that most SaaS apps run. It's on a per user license, no additional storage cost. That's going to align with your SaaS procurement.